I purchased the revised Dell Active Stylus for my Dell Venue 8 Pro, but the stylus will also work with the Dell Venue 11 Pro. It will not work with the Android versions of the Dell Venues. This is the remanufactured revision A01 stylus that came out in February. This is not the first revision that had a lot of problems. It uses a Quadruple A battery. The package only comes with the manual, the stylus, and the supplied battery. The UPC is 884-116-141419. This is pulling it right out of the package that Dell sent me. At the time of purchase, the stylus cost about $35. As the manual states, you insert the battery, close the pen back up, hold it up to your tablet, and just hold down the function button on the side, and it should automatically pair. Now the top of the stylus feels like some sort of metal. The bottom of the stylus is actually a little bit plasticky, maybe perhaps a little bit rubbery. There is a gap on the tip, however the tip does not click in, there is no movement. It just feels like a heavy pen. And here I am actually putting the battery into the pen and syncing it with my tablet. It works just like the manual states, where I just hold it close to the tablet, hold the function button on the side, and it automatically paired. Now it took only about 2 seconds of holding the button for the pen to pair, and I had to hold it about an inch off the surface of the tablet. I have not calibrated the pen, however I can write with it. It's pretty accurate, within half a millimeter of where I touch down on the screen, even if I'm looking straight down at the screen. It's calibrated pretty well out the gate. However, there are some trails with my handwriting, but it's very minimal and I don't see anything to complain about. Now, one thing that a lot of people have not confirmed is that if you hold the pen above the tablet screen, whenever you come within an inch, you do get a feedback on the screen. It's not the circle that you're seeing. The circle only appears if you hold the function button for over a second or two, but if you do hover over menu items, they do get highlighted as if you were using a mouse and hovering over those menu items. So whenever you get within an inch, you should see some sort of cursor or some form of feedback on the screen. But if you're an inch or a little bit away, further than an inch, you'll see that you'll have some jitter, so you should get closer to the screen. Now I opened up Photoshop knowing full well that this pen does not give the pressure sensitive feedback, but it does give velocity feedback in Photoshop. You can see that if I trace over a path slowly, or if I double up back on a path, that path will look thicker. And then we'll switch over to Fresh Paint. I've never used this program before, but it does velocity and pressure sensitivity from what I read. So here's just a sample of me drawing. If I do press down harder, the lines or dots appear to look thicker. And this last test is to show the palm rejection. If I get the pen within an inch of the screen, any other touches on the screen with my fingers, any capacitive touches, will be ignored. I'm not touching down on the screen. I'm just hovering above it with the pen within an inch of the screen. You can tell that it's rejecting any capacitive touches at that point. If I move the pen away from the screen, I gain control again for capacitive touches.